Good morning. My name is Davis Martin. I'm a senior this year, and today I'm here to talk to you about the importance of mothers, and especially my mother, Missy Martin. When I first started thinking about what makes mothers special, a few things came to mind. Love, generosity, care, but most importantly, being teenage boys that leaving your clothes on the floor in your room is just as painstaking as committing murder. In addition, if you're not embarrassed by the time you leave a public space, then she's not your mother. But the kind of love mothers have, it's a special love. And it's a love that gives and doesn't count the cost. It's a love that fights and doesn't heed the wounds. It's a love that toils and doesn't seek for rest. And it's a love that labors and doesn't ask for reward. Now, it's not a coincidence that those words come from St. Ignatius' prayer of generosity, also describe the love my mother has for me, and I suspect your mothers have for you. Because in my life, my mother has been a glimpse of God in her caring and loving attitude towards me, always making my day a brighter place when I come home and have problems with teachers or bad grades or whatever's going on in my life. And something we always forget is that our mothers have lives too. They have bad days, they have things going on, but my mom's first words out of her mouth when I walk through the door are always, "How's your day? What happened?" Not complaining about hers while I complain about mine. And that's the kind of special love that my mom gives to me. She's beautiful, she's loving, she's talented, she's courageous, but most importantly, she's formed me into the man I am today. Her famous saying, to those who much is given, much is expected. I always hated this because anytime I asked for something, she'd just quote that and explain, "Yeah, I don't really need to help you because, we gave you a lot, so." But she always meant the best for me. She always wanted me to reach my full potential, and I'm standing on the stage to you talking because of her today. So thank you, Mom, for that. Now, when I was trying to think of, maybe one or two times in my life that really summed up my mother's love for me, it was really difficult. But I came up with two I think really kind of push it across. The first came my sophomore year. It was the first game that I got to start on the varsity team. And it was about 26 degrees outside, it was raining, and there was a 30-mile-per-hour wind, but my mother was still there, sitting in the stands, cheering me on. Now, she had no idea that I was in the process of playing one of the best games I'll ever play, probably because the housewives of Orange County had a scandal going on she needed to know about, or some other type of gossip. But nonetheless, when the game was over, I came off the field, exhausted, cold, and there she was to give me a hug and congratulate me, and let me know that she appreciates everything I do. And that is her job as a mother, to make me feel appreciated. And so this speech today was to make sure that she feels appreciated. And I hope that each one of you make sure your mothers know at the end of the day how much you appreciate them. The last story I want to share with you, again, related to baseball. I picked two because my life is baseball, therefore my mother's life is baseball. And she knows just that. So later in my junior year, I end up finding out that I have an injury that could put me out for the rest of the year. And I'll never forget sitting in my mother's room, just her and I, about to open the email from the doctor to find out the results. Before she could even share with me the news, she broke out in tears of joy at the fact that I would get to play. Now, this struck me because this was something that had nothing to do with her. Whether I played or didn't, our life would still go on. But yet she was in tears. I stood there not really much affected. And it made me realize how much my mother really cares for me, how selfless her love is, that something that had nothing to do with her impacted her so much to bring her to tears. And that's why I hope that this speech today would bring her to tears, which I'm happy to see it has, so I've accomplished something. So, in closing, I just want to say thank you to my mother for everything she does for me. And I hope that today, each one of you thank your mothers. And I challenge you to look at your mother, give her a hug, give her a kiss, and tell her you love her. Because in the end, she gives, and all she wants in return is that love back. Thank you.